afternoon. It's a very important day for our city and our Public Utility Board. The campaign signs are down and everybody's tan is wearing off, and so we're going to have these swearing-in ceremonies today. Sheriff Guerra is here to make sure everything goes orderly. Thank you, Sheriff. If I step out of line, he'll let me know. And at any rate, we're going to do, with your permission, do the Utility Board first, and we're going to swear in Tony Aguirre. And yeah. If you could raise your right hand.
Sure.
And state after me. I, Antonio M. Guerra, Jr.
Tony M. Guerra, Jr.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
execute the duties of the office
execute the duties of the office
of Public Utility Trustee, Place B,
of Public Utility Trustee, Place B,
of the state of Texas,
of the state of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will, with the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the United States
the laws of the United States
and of this state,
and on this day,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you, Tim. Well, this is a nice crowd here. I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I will start my 23rd year serving this community that I love, and I really appreciate it. I've learned a lot through the years. I've just gathered so much information, a lot that has benefited me personally. I will tell you that, by serving you all and learning and trying to do the best that I can to serve this community. Our water and sewer system is something not to be taken lightly. When I came aboard, like I said, 23 years ago, I was a businessman, and I had to learn what it took to run a system as large as the one we have. You know, we have right at 50,000 water utility meters on the ground today. That's a lot of meters. And the most important thing is for you all to not call us, because if you call us, there's a problem, right? And when you get up in the morning and turn on the shower, there's water with a good pressure. And I really do knock on wood. I will tell you this, in the 23 years, we've never had to boil water in the city of McAllen. And I will say I thank my Lord for that, and Lord, please, okay, don't jinx it, okay, for me. Because didn't know if I really wanted to say that, because it's a lot to be proud of. Again, I am here to serve. I am open to any type of communication, and I will continue to serve this community the way I've done for the last 23 years, with open heart, with compassion, and try to get the most knowledge so I can have a good method of analyzing things. My co-trustee took ill this morning. Albert Cortez Jr. Would be here with us today, but he took ill this morning, and I wish everyone to pray. Nothing major, we hope, but he's doing fine, but I told him to rest this afternoon. So he also says that he'll try to do the best that he can, and I have seen him in action for the last 2 years, and he's done very well for you all. Again, muchas gracias por todos, y que Dios los bendiga a todos. Gracias.
Thanks, Tony. It's been my privilege to know you as a friend for 23 years, and certainly your service on the utility board. I must say, though, in the morning when I step in the shower, I've never thought about you in 23 years. However. You opened me up on that, you know. Yes. Well, now we're going to go to the City Commission, and this is, I think, maybe a first for McAllen, I'm not sure. We have a mayor who's elected City Commissioner, and I'd like to introduce Commissioner Richard Cortez, and he'll be sworn in by Judge Noe Gonzalez.
Okay.
No, así. Okay. Al ladito de él. Next to him. Next to him. Next to him. Next to him.
Not that he needs a microphone, right? Richard, you asked me to swear you in. It was an honor to be asked by you to swear,
It was an honor to have you, Judge.
to have you sworn in as Commissioner of District 1. I jokingly told him the only problem with swearing him in as a commissioner is that I'll have to postpone calling him mayor for a long time. Richard, I'm going to ask that you raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I will.
I, Richard F. Cortez,
I, Richard F. Cortez,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office of City Commissioner of the City of McAllen, District 1
City Commissioner of the City of McAllen, District 1
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution,
and the laws of the United States
the laws of the United States,
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I wish this election hadn't taken place because we wouldn't have lost a dear friend, a patriot of McAllen, Scott Crane. But we did. But it's a day to celebrate. Celebrate his life, celebrate his duty, celebrate his service to our community. And it gives me great honor that I'm allowed by the voters of District Number 1 to complete his term. This city is worth fighting for. This city is worth serving. This city has to be the beacon of what defines everything that's good about just being alive. And it's how we treat one another and how we serve one another that ultimately is going to define what future people will say about us as they reflect back at what we did and the opportunity that we took to serve this community. It's not easy. It's not easy because we are made up of a very diverse group of people with very diverse ideologies, philosophies, and things of what they believe are the right thing to do. So at the end of the day, what do we reflect on as we make our decisions? We reflect on those core values that we have and the things that really our Creator told us to do, and that's to serve one another. So it gives me a great honor and privilege to be back. And I look forward to being in Mayor Darling's team and to have my fellow commissioners to work with. And I feel there's going to be some very exciting things happening to our community. And thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Well, thank you. I was going to tell a joke, but you're too close to being next mayor, so I'll leave it at that. Our next commissioner is our Mayor Pro Tem from District Number 4, Ida Ramirez, who will be sworn in by Judge Fred Garza.
We'll do it this way, Carolina.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Good afternoon.
The voters of District 4 have re-elected you, Commissioner, once again. And are you prepared and willing to take on the responsibilities and duties of that office?
Yes, sir, I am.
Would you please raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
I
I, Ida Ramirez,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Commissioner of McAllen District 4
of City Commissioner McAllen, District 4
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Wow, well, I'm going to start my 15th year on the City Commission. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this afternoon's special meeting. First of all, I want to start by thanking God. Without Him, this would not be possible. He has truly blessed me with many blessings. I would first like to acknowledge and thank my lifetime supporters, my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jesus Ramirez. If you could wave, please. I love you, Mom and Dad. I also want to thank my brothers, Jesse, Joe. JR is not here with us because he is currently attending summer school. He's in law school, so he's almost done. So I'm very proud of my brothers. Thank you for being here, Joe and Jesse. My sisters-in-law, Rachel and Jessica, thank you for joining me as well. And some of my friends that are here, thank you for taking time to be out here and celebrating with me. And of course, another set of lifetime supporters have been my twins, Karina and Alejandro, which I know many of you know on Facebook. I want to share a little story with you because in February, when the position opened up and it was time to file again, I sat with them and I told them, I said, Karina and Alejandro, I said, we need to talk. Do you want mommy to run again? Because it takes a lot of time. I might have a campaign and I might be away from home because, as we all know, campaigning takes up a lot of time, and unfortunately, a lot of times our family is the one that suffers because we can't go to functions or we can't be there for our kids. So I sat with them and I had a long conversation and I said, Karina and Alejandro, this is what's going on. And they know because they've been in politics for 10 years already, so they know what politics is. So I had a conversation and we're talking and I'm telling them, you know, if I do have an opponent, mommy might not be home, she might miss some of your functions. And Karina says, yes, Mom, we want you to run. Alejandro said, yes, we want to go to the parades. We still want to be going to the parades. And then Karina says, you know, Mom, I want you to run because I want to see if you can beat your opponent. You know, that was her answer. So, Karina, here we are, Karina. This is the first time that I don't have an opponent. This is my 5th term, but I'm proud. I'm proud of representing the South. I also want to thank the citizens of District 4 for re-electing me to another term as their city commissioner. It has been an honor and a privilege serving you as your commissioner as the past 14 years. I will continue to work with my fellow commissioners, our mayor, and our city staff in providing the citizens of this great community with the best possible service they deserve. Once again, thank you for your support and your presence here this afternoon. May God bless you and God bless McAllen. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Our next person to take the oath is Commissioner from District Number 5, John Ingram, with Judge Greg Perks going to swear him in. John?
Come forward. I don't know how loud he can speak, but this is a great honor to be swearing in John Ingram. I grew up with him as Buddy when we were little kids, practically in diapers. But he's come a long way, and just looking at his resume and vita, I won't belabor it, but an awesome person for your city. I applaud you all for the selection. Are you willing to take the oath?
Yes, I am, Justice.
You'll raise your right hand. I, state your name,
I, John Ingram,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of
of
City Commissioner of the City of McAllen,
City Commissioner of the City of McAllen,
District 5
District 5
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Justice. Well, I just, first of all, want to thank Justice Perks for coming all the way from Corpus to be here to swear me in today. Thank you, Justice. It's a real honor to have you do that. And I need to say that, there's so many people to thank. First of all, my wife Debbie and my son John, who couldn't be here because he's in school today. All of the city commissioners and the mayors, past and present, that I've had the honor to serve with. All of those who supported me in my campaign, especially Mrs. Talbot, Mark Talbot, and the Talbot family. They've always been very supportive. But one thing I wanted to say that really makes serving here in McAllen special is, first, the community. We're such a beautiful city. We have so many close relationships. It's really a medium-sized city now, but it just seems like there's so many close relationships. It's a small town. And then second, I want to thank the people who work for the city of McAllen. I guess it would take someone to have to be a city commissioner to understand how they make the job so special. They're very caring. They take the extra effort to do a very good job, to make my job look a lot easier than it would otherwise be. So I just want to say thank you to everyone. It's a real honor to serve you here in McAllen, and I look forward to the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Before we introduce our next inductee, I'd like to introduce some people that are here today. We have Annie Garcia from Senator Cornyn's office. Thank you, Annie, for being here. Mr. Sam Vale from Rio Grande City and BTA, who's a great friend of the city of McAllen. Mayor John David Franz from the city of Hidalgo. Our Congressman Kika de la Garza and his beautiful wife, Lucille. And last but not least, 37 years ago when I started in the city of McAllen, I represent the utility board. And I got to sit next to somebody who was a great man, great member of the utility board, taught me a lot. And that's Baldo Vela, who was a utility board member for all those years. Appreciate you. And speaking of Velas, our next city commissioner is from District 6, Veronica Vela Whitacre, who's going to be sworn in by Judge Ricardo Hinojosa. Veronica, Judge.
I can't pass off the opportunity by saying that when I take a shower, I think of the water heater first. And it's a very special honor for me to administer this oath because 4 years ago I got to administer your oath. And at that point I mentioned that you came from a family, your parents and the entire family of public service. You conducted yourself very well the last 4 years, and the voters have decided that you're entitled to another 4 years, mainly out of selfishness because of the fact that you've done such a great job. I also want to thank your family because they also serve. Every family of every public official serves because they also donate their time. And so if you don't mind raising your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, please.
Veronica Vela Whitacre,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Commissioner
of City Commissioner
of the City of
of the
McAllen,
City of McAllen,
District 6
District 6
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I do want to repeat what everyone else has said. Thank you all for being here and for taking the time, because you, as everyone else, believes in the city of McAllen, because we do live in a great city, and it has grown by leaps and bounds since I started here just a few years ago. But I am privileged and I am thankful that I am standing here again, and I'd like to thank everyone who had the opportunity to re-elect me as their City Commissioner, District 6, because I am their voice and I am their advocate, and I am here to serve the city, and I proudly am here to serve the city, to make sure that each and every one make a right decision, not only for ourselves, but for you, because you live in this city and you are proud to be here this afternoon and every day. So I am proud to stand here today as your voice. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank my father, who showed us what public service was all about. So thank you, Dad, for helping us and for being our mentor. I'd like to thank my husband, Michael, for always standing next to me, for believing in who I am, because he is my greatest supporter. My boys are Joseph and Julian, and unfortunately, they could not be with me this afternoon because one lives in San Antonio and my other son lives in Austin. But I know that they are truly here in spirit, and I am proud to be their mom, and proud to be someone that they are proud of. So I do thank them also. So I would just like to say thank you to each and every one of you, and I'd also like to echo what John Ingram said, to thank you to the city staff, because they make our job so easy and so enjoyable, because without them, I don't think that I could even function on a day-to-day basis, because they keep me on a tight schedule and they keep me moving. And that is why I'm here today, to proudly serve McAllen and to keep McAllen moving. So thank each and every one of you for being here. Thanks.